Hello, Facebook Live. Here we are, Facebook Live. My career is on a skyrocket. As you can probably tell, I'm here in my backyard, Mission Viejo, California. It's probably about 80 degrees out tonight. Welcome everybody to our first go at this Facebook Live cooking segment here. I'm Tom, as you probably already know that. I don't know if you really need to know anything more about me at this point. This is my patio. As you can see, it's very well decorated. This, in fact, right here is the world-famous wall. You guys are all familiar with the wall. This is where food will go. Maybe even some will go there tonight. So anyway, thanks so much for being a part of this. And hopefully we can do more. Have some guests down here. I know you guys have a lot of choices of things you can do tonight. We're glad you decided to spend it with us. Actually, I know you probably don't have any choices, and this is pretty much what you're going to do all night. So, Katrina, how's things going over there? I hear the phone going off already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katrina's working the phone lines coming in here. It's a mega show. In fact, right now she's working all the phone lines and all the Facebook all by herself. So she's got it's going to be a little bit hectic for her. So bear with us. We're going to try to contact all you guys and talk to you in real time if that is possible. So if you have any questions,
Dave Carlaw is watching.
Dave Carlaw and with Louise. I hope he's with Louise. Dave, how you doing, man? So anyway, if you guys have any questions along the way, any comments, feel free to just go ahead and pop them up on the screen here. We'll try our best to be a part of that. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, Tom, what in the hell are you going to be cooking tonight? Well, we got a lot of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on here in the kitchen. And this isn't obviously my kitchen. This is just something that we build just for this particular thing. Yes, Katrina, you have a question?
No.
Okay. So this is kind of what we do. And so here's the deal, okay? We all go to the grocery stores, and we're all having problems finding food and toilet paper and all kinds of other stuff. What?
Dave and Louise are both there.
Oh, they are? That's nice.
Yeah.
And that's a first. So that's good that they're watching live. So anyway, we're all having problems finding food, right? You can't find, it took me at least 2 weeks to find yeast. What the hell are people doing with yeast? Everyone's now on a bread kick. Everyone's making their own bread. Finally scored some today. Before it was toilet paper. You know, we all go shopping. We're all going to the store trying to find stuff. So I thought I'd start off with something very simple that's good. It's easy to make. And I know people have a lot of different food allergies and things they can't eat. You know, they can't eat meat, they can't eat dairy, they can't eat gluten, they can't eat. So, you know, the hell with all that. We're going to cook some stuff tonight. You don't have to really enjoy all of it, okay? Maybe if you just take one thing away from this little bit of a segment we're doing here, and I can help improve your life during this very, very, very trying time, I would be very happy and enthusiastic to do that. So any questions up till this point? Probably not, because I think there's probably only 2 people watching. But you know what? It's 2 more than a 5:45. So you take them as we get them, right? And I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm going to be doing this every week until I get at least 10 people watching. I mean, that's my commitment, okay? You tell your friends, you know, obviously they probably have something to do now, and they're not going to be able to make it. But at the same time, I'm going to do it. You know, I do stand-up comedy. I performed in front of 2 people, sometimes 1 person, and they weren't even there for comedy. So there's nothing you guys can do that's going to throw me at this point, okay? I'm here at my house. You know, if things don't work out, I'm still going to go to bed. But thanks so much for joining us. And so here's what we're going to get started on first of all. This is something called Chinese coleslaw, okay? And it's very simple, just a few ingredients that's needed for this. And I was going to go through the whole process of, you know, grating the cabbage and cooking the chicken and everything else, but I'm not going to do that, okay? We made it very simple. This is something you can make tonight, store in your refrigerator, and if we go on a lockdown, we really can't even, you know, go to the grocery store, like say for the next 2 months. You can eat this every day and you will not die, okay? So that's very important. So Chinese coleslaw, first of all, in any kind of coleslaw, you got to use cabbage, right? You got to use cabbage. So what we got here, I have a bag of cabbage, and you know, if you're really into the whole, I want to make this from scratch, buy a head of cabbage, pull out the food processor, and do that. But
Easy Q is watching.
Who?
Easy Q.
Easy Q?
Yeah.
from the good old days at Fujitsu. What's up, huh? I'm sure he's there with one of his women tonight, okay? So we're going to put some coleslaw in here, or some cabbage, and it's got a little bit of carrot in there too. You can buy this at the grocery store. I think it was $1.99, right? So I'm going to just throw this in here like that. Won't use it all, and that's really all there is to it. Now there's some dressing, you know, that you could make. In fact, if you go to realfood.com, that's my dog. He fell in the pool last night. We thought we were going to lose him. He was just like that. He was barking at about 6 o'clock, and then he stopped barking. We looked around, and here he fell in the pool. 16 years old. He was never, ever in the pool, but one other time, and that's when he fell in then, like 8 years ago. So luckily we didn't lose him, or this show would have probably either not happened or not would have been all that entertaining. But anyway, he is here, and he will make an appearance at the end of the show, I promise you, if he's still awake. So anyway, what we have here is we just have some cabbage shredded up with some carrots in there. So like I was going to say, if you go to the Real Food website, you can find a recipe for Chinese coleslaw, and they have a dressing there. But we found something that's just as good. This is from a salad dressing. I'm sure you probably have heard of this and maybe not even used it. It's good, and I'm not getting any kind of a kickback, or I'm not getting any special monetary enhancements for saying this. But Ken's Steakhouse, they have some really good, a lot of good dressings, and this one we found was a poppy seed. Now, this one just happened to end up in our shopping cart. It's light, which, you know, I'm not really into the whole light thing. You know how they kind of stick those things in between like the regular food items, and but you know, this is what we got, and it'll do. I don't think you can really tell a lot of difference. So this is Ken's Steakhouse Poppy Seed Light dressing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of this in, and again, to kind of do it just to, we just want to kind of get a little bit wet there on the top. You don't want to saturate. Okay, the last thing you want to do is really oversaturate the coleslaw. So as you can see that, I don't know if you can see that or not, but and if you really like the dressing, you know, add more. But I would start off light, because, you know, once you get it in there, you can't take it out. But you can always add more to it as you go along. So that looks actually about right my first time out there. So there it is. So what else you want to do? Well, let's see. We got chicken. So the reason this whole recipe came about was that our dog Dugan, who was 16, and he was on some pain medication. He's on some, like, taking 3 or 4 pills a day, and he wouldn't take his medicine. So we figured, okay, well, we'll wrap it in chicken, and they'll eat it that way. So that's what we did. We literally go out and we buy chicken breasts, you know, every week. We boil them, and then we put them in the freezer, and we have shredded chicken. Well, since we have so much shredded chicken, we're like eating chicken everything now. We're having chicken tacos, chicken enchiladas, chicken pot pie, chicken a la king, chicken, just chicken. We'll have chicken. And so we have a lot of this shredded chicken laying around. So this Chinese coleslaw that I had the recipe for, it never really called for chicken before. But we just started adding it, and it was a great little enhancement. So this has already been shredded. So if you take like just a chicken breast, can be boneless or bone in, and bone in or not a bone, you know, just cook it, boil it, you know, for probably about 15-20 minutes, and then shred it up, and you end up with some chicken, just like that. This is chicken. This is from an animal. It does have a face, so if this bothers anyone, I apologize.
Lindsay says, yum. Sounds good.
The chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Lindsay, we have Easy there. Man, it's just packing in. So I'm just going to give this a little chop, just like that. And this you can add as much as you want. Okay, so we're going to just add the chicken right into the coleslaw. In fact, let's go for it all. Okay, just chop it up. Throw it in the bowl like that. Mix it up. And this right here would be good on its own. You wouldn't really have to add anything else at this point, quite honestly. But we're going to give it a good mix. So what else could you really add to even kick this up another notch? Well, I think what you could do, and we have tried this before, everyone has a little bit of top ramen laying around, right? 29 cents. Ralph's. Today I bought it. 29 cents.
No.
No? No what?
Yeah.
It's not? Who are you talking? You're having your own conversation over there. Okay. Katrina's online dating right now as I'm doing this. So anyway, so we all know what a top ramen looks like, right? Katrina's in a different chat room. She's not even watching the show right now. Okay, so we have this packet here. This is chicken flavoring. You don't really need this. You can throw that in the trash if you want, or you can add it. So here it is. This is top ramen. We've all seen this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the rolling pin or something, just kind of beat it down a little bit. Okay, because you don't want it in big pieces, just to get it going a little bit. So we got that, and then just take him and give a little crunch right over there. Now I bet you're saying to yourself, Tom, that looks good. Well, you know what? You're right, because it is good. Okay, so there you go. So you have that in there. Just mix this up, just like that. And that's really all there is to it. You don't have to put any salt in it. The dressing itself has really good taste to it. So once you do that, you're good to go. So I'm going to give it a little bit of taste. Look who snuck back here. The dog. The dog snuck back here right now. Okay? So I don't think he can get out. Dude, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't think he can get out. So anyway, I'm going to give it a little taste just to make sure if this is good, which I don't even have any doubts that it is, but yeah, that's damn good. So after it passes a taste test,
Need some water.
what, to drink? No, I got water here. So then what you do is just take a little bit here. And when I make really good things, we don't usually do this, except on special occasions. Goes on here. Goes on the wall. Katrina, go ahead and text Daryl or Paul and see. Let them know we have something on the wall here. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so we have the that done. Any questions? Easy, right? Easy. Go buy a bunch of cabbage, a bunch of coleslaw mix, some of this Ken's poppy seed dressing, and you're good to go. Oh, and some top ramen. So how much would that cost in real life? Under $1? Make a bunch of it, okay? So there you go. Any questions? So how can we follow this? What could we possibly make that would be any better than this? Quite honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know if I can make anything better than what I just did. But we're going to do it anyway. What you going to make, Tom? What are you going to make?
Should I bring them?
Huh?
The wall?
No, they're gonna. I think they're gonna come right over here.
They come over there.
No, but they're gonna come over here.
They are?
Yeah, I told them I'm going to do a show, and if they want anything to eat, they just come to the wall. They'll see it up there.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna work out that way. If they're not here, they might not even come. I don't even know if they like us. You know, I mean, they may be mad at us for something. I don't even know. I don't think we did anything to them, but.
They're gonna come there.
Well, that'd be even funnier. They show up to the wrong part of the wall. You know, this is a long wall. This is probably 50 feet, 50 yards. I don't even know. But it's been here a long time, this wall. Okay, this is a very famous wall. Normally, the thing is we put the food down at that end. So when we say, meet us at the wall, we go down to that end. They've never really met at this end to get the food. So this could completely screw that up, screw them up, screw up a relationship. I don't even know. But I guarantee they will be here sometime. Even if they have to, because you got to see, on the other side of this wall, it's like a hill. So they literally have to climb up this hill, like for 40 yards, up there, you know, rappel with like a rope, you know. So, but you know what? They like the stuff we make, so they do that. They will do that. Okay, where are we at?
The wall.
We're done. Okay, good night. Okay, so what we're gonna.
Some burgers.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make some hamburgers. Okay, it's getting to be summertime, and who doesn't like a good hamburger, right? It's at the wrong part of the wall. Did you want us to bring it down to you, or can you get him over here? Say, wrong part of the wall. And he's the smarter of the two.
Oh, stop it.
What? Okay, he's not.
Stop.
Virtually inaccessible.
See, I told you. I think they just fell.
Oh, yeah.
There he. Hey, whoa, what's that?
Fly.
Nice. What do we got?
It's a baby's head.
Is that a grapefruit?
No, it's a baby's head.
It's a baby's head. Look at that. Look at that grapefruit. Look at the size of that grapefruit.
We can't really get up on this.
Oh, there's more.
There's two babies. It's twins.
This is what Katrina does when she gets 2 of these at a
This
time.
is a tough spot for us to get up.
What's that?
This
Is that okay?
one of the most inaccessible parts of our back.
Okay, well, I'm glad we could be a part of it.
It's hard.
This is Paul. This is Daryl.
Daryl's trying to get up here. He should be on this
These are our
side
neighbors,
here.
okay? These are the guys that put stuff on the wall, and they also receive stuff that we give them. See, there you go. We just gave them some Chinese coleslaw. We got 2 grapefruits. Yeah. So we're going to be cooking burgers. We're going to be making some chili fries. So
get the hell out of here.
So get the hell out of here.
No, we're gonna
We
put
have
stuff
our own
on the
dinner
wall.
cooking away.
We do have, that's
Stuff on the
Chinese
wall.
coleslaw with chicken, so enjoy that. I don't know if you had that or not.
Thank you very much.
And,
All right, enjoy your grapefruit.
Thank you so much for the grapefruits.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
appreciate that.
Hope you like
Big round of applause for Daryl and Paul, huh? Working it in the neighborhood.
Paul, Daryl.
Yeah. So there you go.
Hi, Joe.
Actually, yeah, we've been neighbors for probably 20, what is it, 25, 30 years. Yeah, back when Katrina was 16. So we're going to make some burgers, and we're going to make some homemade fries, chili fries, okay? So it's barbecue season. You know, light up the grill, get the charcoal or the gas, turn that on, and make your burgers. But we're going to do something a little bit different. I don't know if you ever had a burger cooked in a cast iron pan. Because a lot of times you want a burger and you can't go outside, right? Because the weather sucks or it's cold or for whatever reason, but you still want to have a burger. Well, my mom used to cook hamburgers when I was a kid in a cast iron pan. And the thing with a cast iron pan is if you get it up hot enough and you put the burger in, it'll kind of sear the outside and keep it nice and juicy where, you know, a lot of times, you know, you get somebody cooking, you know, on the grill and they got the spatula and they're pushing it down. Next thing they know, they give it to you and it's all dried out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a burger from scratch. Now, when I say from scratch, we're going to grind our own meat. And Dave, when I say grind your own meat, it's not what you're thinking, okay? So what we're going to do is, first of all, you're going to need some heavy artillery to do this. So this is a mixer.
Easy says Katrina.
This is a mixer and also / meat grinder. Now, I'll tell you, this is a great mixer. I'm sure probably everyone, or at least a lot of you, own one of these mixers. And they are a good mixer, but I got to tell you, when it comes to grinding stuff, this is all plastic. And I've actually had a couple of these break and explode right out the front because the pressure was just too much, just couldn't handle it. So I think we're going to be okay here, but I'm not going to say 100% sure until we get going. So what I got here, and you can kind of get any kind of steak that you want. I picked up a couple of ribeyes, and this is probably about a pound right here. So we're going to, first of all, what I want to do is I want to season these, okay? Because when you season them before you grind it, it's all going to get mixed in a little bit better. So we'll just kind of cover a little bit of garlic here. That's a lot of garlic. Jeez, oh man. Okay, so we got the garlic. What else we got? Got some salt. See, this is what when you're married, this is what you get. You get a little container that says salt on it. You know, when you're single, it's just shaking the salt. Now you got one that says salt right on here. It says salt. Because guys can't really tell. But, you know, after a while I realized that the white was the salt and the black was pepper. Okay, so I learned quickly. So we're going to put a little salt on there. And same with that. Okay, a little salt. And then we're going to put some freshly ground pepper. What's that? Ron Ruman. Ron Ruman's in the house. My comedy compadre, Ron Ruman. Haven't seen Ron for a little bit now. We normally do our comedy shows a couple times a month, but as you know, things are canceled, so we're not doing that now. Hopefully, it's going to happen real soon. So anyway, here you go. You got your meat here. So I'm going to cut it up in a couple little pieces here first of all. Okay. Very important too, if you're using a sharp knife, don't cut yourself. Okay, because that's not a good thing. So we have that, and if you have any of the salt and pepper and garlic, just kind of roll it around the board. Just get it all in there really good. Okay, so we're going to put that there. So one other thing we're going to add to this, and Ron, I'm sure you're going to like this, is we're going to put in some bacon. We're going to grind up some bacon in this. Who doesn't like bacon, right? So we're going to add some bacon. And you know, depending on how much you want, another thing too, when you're buying the meat, try to get some meat that has a little bit of a fat in it. You don't want it to be all lean and red. You know, get some, because that's where the flavor is a lot of times. So adding the bacon here is just going to enhance it just a little bit, okay? So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can make a mess. Okay. So there you go. So we have this, just turn it on high and let the fun begin, okay? So we can alternate between the meat and the bacon. See, it's bogging down already.
Beautiful.
Okay, so now that we're putting some bacon in, that kind of helps lubricate it too, okay? Got my little handy dandy paddle here. Look good? Okay. Okay. Now, if you don't have a grinder at home, okay, I get that. You can still buy some bacon and give it a good little chop and mix it in with your hamburger meat. Or you can buy just a hand grinder. You can buy one of those inexpensively. But you know, the thing about doing it this way is you know what the hell's in the meat that you're eating, you know, for the most part. For the most part. You don't know what's happening to this beef before it gets to you, but at least you know what happens to it when it's at your house. Sometimes I just like doing this. Okay, so there you go. So that's about a pound, and I can see, like, you can't see it now because you're not in camera view, but it's like oozing out the side here. It's oozing out the back, and that happens right before the whole front end cracks and explodes. Okay. So anyway, I think we've got a pretty good mix there. Okay. Well, that was hard work.
Beth Klein is watching.
Who?
Beth Klein.
Beth who?
Beth Hoyt Klein.
Beth Hoyt Klein, one of the best, no, not one of the best, the best dairy
Farmers.
in the country.
Yep.
Klein Farms, I'm giving them a shout out because I've known Beth since I graduated high school with her. So Klein Farms back in Easton, Pennsylvania. Go back and tell her that Tom sent you, and she'll make you pay full price. So great ice cream. Try their ice cream. They give tours of the farm with the cows and everything. It's a go-to place every time Katrina and I go back there for vacation. Klein Farms, Beth Hoyt Klein. Okay. Now here you go. So now we have our meat, and it's all perfectly ground. So what we want to do here is we want to get our frying pan up to temperature here. Okay, so we're going to start off on high, like that. And am I forgetting anything, Katrina? Trainer, am I forgetting anything? So I'm going to just put a little bit of oil in the pan. I guess I could have put a little bit of bacon in here. That's what I should have done. Save some of that bacon, use that to grease the pan. So maybe if you do this in real time and do it in real life, put a little piece of bacon in there just to kind of grease it up. But you just don't want the burger to stick. Okay, so that's heating up. We're going to put this inside. You really don't have to really put in any more seasonings because you have it all in here. I mean, of course you could. A lot of people also, what they do is they'll put in some chopped onions or maybe some chopped jalapenos, some cheddar cheese. You can add, at this point, add whatever you want, okay? But the main thing is that you want to have a consistency where it sticks together. Now this obviously is too big for one burger. So what I like to do when I make burgers, just to kind of get myself in the ballpark, is I got to weigh it. Okay, I like to know exactly where I'm at when it comes to my meat. Okay, so let's go ahead and weigh my meat here and just see exactly what that weighs. Okay, and we're going to look. So I'm not going to make a. Let's see. We're going to set this to ounces. Okay, so I'm going to go for let's make a half pounder, okay, because I got some pretty good sized rolls. So we're going to go for a half a pound of meat here and just see what happens. Okay, so half a pound, real quickly, let's do the math here. 16 ounces a pound divided by 2, 8. Okay, so we're looking for 8 ounces for a half pound. Okay, so there's 5.7, there's 6.7, there's 7.3. Almost there. 7.6. 8. 8. Okay, there you go. Half a pound. There's a half a pound burger. Now you got to also realize
that's a big burger.
That's a big piece of meat right there.
Yeah.
You got to realize too that that's going to cook down because there is bacon grease in there. There is some fat in it, so it's going to cook down a little bit. So then all you want to do now is you just want to kind of shape this into a patty, okay? Just like that. And don't go pressing the hell out of it. You know, don't make it look like a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard. You want to keep it thick, okay? That's the part
You
that...
put the thumbprint in the middle
For what?
so it doesn't like curl up.
I've never heard that one. You put a thumbprint in the middle? Like that? How far down do you push?
Like push right there.
That's it. And what does that do?
It helps it to not stay flat.
Oh, okay. There you go. You learned something. After 25 years, I've learned something. Okay, so you can see the bacon in there. In fact, let's make this even a little bit bigger because I feel it's going to... And the worst is, you know, you go to a place to get a burger and, you know, the burger's like way about this big and the bun's this big and you're eating all the bread. So the idea is to get the perfect bread to meat ratio, okay? And that takes a little bit of practice. So right now, that's about the size. In fact, let me pull a roll out here.
Jill Sab is in the house.
Jill Sab is in the house. My niece Jill, all the way back from Rhode Island. Okay, so there's the roll. Okay, so that's a good size roll right there. So
Lindsay says the thumbprint never works for her.
Okay, so that was just bogus information what we just passed on. Okay, so that's about the size. I'm going to push it out just a little bit more, and just waiting for this to heat up. Okay, once it starts smoking. So, what goes with French fries? I mean, what goes with burgers? Hold on one second here. Okay, what goes with burgers? French fries. Who doesn't love French fries, right? So, we're going to make some French fries while the pan's heating up here. We're going to do a little bit different, a little bit fresher, if you will. We're going to make our own French fries, okay? Now, I understand that not everybody has one of these, but you know what? I think everyone should invest in one of these is what I'm saying, okay? I have 2 potatoes here. This right here is my French fry maker, okay? Who doesn't have one of these hanging in their patio? Just me, right? It also has a great beer can crusher, too. So it's a 2-purpose thing, okay? French fry maker and beer can crusher. So I have 2 potatoes. All you want to do is you want to cut off the ends first of all. Okay? And the reason we do that is so it'll fit nice and flat right there on the thing. Now I know the camera might be far away, you can't exactly see what's going on. But just put the bowl under there like that, push it down. There you go. Instant fries, okay? Let's do that one more time in slow motion. I guess we don't really have slow motion, right? So let's try it one more time. There you go. And the thing with this is it comes with different attachments. So you can make like shoestring fries. You can make steak fries. Hi, Dugan. Dugan's eating the meat off of the grinder. Dugan. Go. You just got a mouthful of meat right off of this. There you go. That's my dog.
No.
Almost drowned last night. Okay. Okay, so there. So this is getting up pretty high here. Okay, so as you can see, that's sizzling quite a bit. Okay, so the hardest part of cooking, with no matter what you make, is getting everything done at the same time, right? So you don't want the French fries to sit around while the burger's still cooking. So you want everything done at the same time. So with these French fries, this is a fryer. I have it up to like 385 degrees. So we're going to put these in the fryer. And with homemade French fries, I found it best that if you got to cook them twice. I think that's what In-N-Out does. I've done a little research on this. And I think the secret to doing this is cooking them twice. It gets them crispier. And another really important thing is when you dump this into the grease right here, it's going to really cook up fast. So stand by. Don't just put it in there and walk away. I had a friend of mine actually do one of these with grease. They had a pot with just grease on. They lived in an apartment. They were frying some stuff, walked away. The grease got away, caught on fire, burned the whole apartment down. True story. So if you're doing this, don't be an idiot. You know, it's very easy to screw up. But you'll see that when I put this in here, it will kind of flare up a little bit. And it gets right to the top almost. Well, here it comes. Whoa, can you see that? It's right to the top. Okay. And always try to use some clean grease too, or oil, whatever you want. This is just vegetable oil, but you can use peanut oil. If the show had more of a budget, we'd be using peanut oil, but that's quite frankly too much out of our budget at this time. So we're just doing regular vegetable oil. Yes. What's the matter, Katrina? You have a question?
Beth Klein says hi, Dugan.
Okay.
And Debbie Hoffman is watching.
Hi, Debbie. How you doing? Now that's your cousin,
Sister-in-law.
your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got the whole family here tonight. Okay. Okay. So the French fries are cooking. So we're gonna let them cook a little bit. But now let's throw in the burger here. That should be it's smoking. Okay. So let's throw the burger in here and see what happens. Something else you really need, it's kind of important, is, oh, you know what? Let's do something here. I forgot. I was going to do a little special treat here, so while we're waiting, we can do that. When you have a burger, you just don't know what to put on them half the time, and everyone's got their own specialty. Tonight, I thought I would do some, in fact, let me put some butter in there. Here's my butter. Oh, there it is. Oh, God! So we'll make a mushroom and Swiss and avocado burger. How's that sound?
Wow.
With some homemade Thousand Island dressing. So let's put some butter in the pan. Okay, so that's cooking. So we'll run out of space here. Okay, so we'll cut a few of these mushrooms up here. And I like a good sized chop on these. Don't cut them like thin, because once mushrooms cook, they're all going to cook down to nothing anyway. So, freaking hot. Okay, so let's throw these in here right now. Mushrooms. These you can season up if you want. Sometimes I just like eating mushrooms. They don't even have to be on a burger. You know, who doesn't like a good mushroom? So let's do that. Let me see. This would be salt. It says salt. Okay, so we're going to put some salt on here. Boom. Just like that. Okay, and then a little bit of pepper. And what I like on my mushrooms, I like garlic. I like a lot of garlic powder on my mushrooms.
Garlic and pepper.
Garlic and pepper. There you go. Okay, so let's put a little bit of that in there.
That's good.
That's good, right? Okay, where am I at here? Okay. Wipe the coleslaw off of the tongs. Always wear a towel. Okay, as you can see now, these are like, look at that.
Oh.
Can you see that? They're golden brown. So we're going to let them drain here for a couple minutes and let the grease get back up to 385 again.
What about the chili?
What about it? Oh, the chili's cooking. So I bought a can of chili too, because we're going to make some fries. So we're going to have some chili fries. And this is not homemade. And quite honestly, I make chili. But for something like this, I like buying the canned stuff. And this just happens to be Hormel with beans.
Hey, what about the burger?
What about it? Oh, you mean when am I going to make it? Oh, I got to get the mushrooms out of the pan here.
Mushrooms, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so they're cooking here. So yeah, everything's doing good right now. How's things looking over there? Anyone still here, or anyone take off?
Everyone's still here.
All four of them? Perfect.
They're all in the house.
They're all in the house? Okay. So, there you go. Can you see that? Probably
You
not.
guys send a comment if you can hear us.
What's that?
I'm talking to them.
Oh, you're talking to them. I don't know if they can hear you though. The microphone's right here. So, you may have to walk over here and talk into the microphone. Okay, so, these are ready. Where am I going to put them? Let's put them in the bowl here. Okay, so the mushrooms are going in the bowl. The problem I have with mushrooms when I make them, I have to eat them. Oh man, those are really good. Just love the mushrooms. Okay, so now there you go. Since we're only making one burger, that's enough for one burger, I think. Okay, so let's get this pan back up to high again, so we can. And the burger's not going to take long to make, depending on how, what degree you like it. I'm kind of going about medium well. So it shouldn't really take that long. There's the chili. Almost done. What am I forgetting? Okay, the cheese is there. The cheese is there. Okay, so,
it.
huh?
Do it.
That should be hot enough, hopefully. So let's put the burger in here. Where's my spatula? My spatula. There it is. Okay, so be very careful with this here. And we don't know what's going to happen, quite honestly, when you put that in there. We hope it's all going to be good. So,
Oh boy.
that's pretty good. I'm going to get a little bit more heat in. Let's just get it up even higher. Okay, so
Can't wait to try it.
can't wait to try it. So what am I forgetting? Nothing. So let me see. So that's good there. I'm going to put my little grease thing on. This is going to serve two purposes tonight. The first one is to keep the grease from splattering all over my elegant kitchenware here. Okay, because I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to keep the heat in, but at the very end, it's going to help us melt the cheese a little bit. So that's another good thing. So what else we got? Now, if I had a toaster oven or some way to toast this, I might toast this bread as well. But for right now, you'll get the idea. Oops, ramen all over the place. Boy, Katrina's gonna have a problem cleaning this up tonight. Okay, so we're gonna just cut this down here like that, and use whatever kind of hamburger bun you want. Oh, that's soft inside. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, so let's see. The French fries are up to what? Almost there. So we want to make, if you don't wait till the grease gets hot up to where it is, like about 375, 385, if you put it in when it's cold, it's just going to make them soggy, and there's nothing worse than a soggy French fry. Right, Katrina?
Right.
Yeah. Katrina goes, I love French fries. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got a plate here.
Keto.
We have a plate here for the burger. We'll put this there like that. The chili looks like it's about ready to go, so I'm going to turn that like way down low. Turn it down low. Okay, and what else we got?
So
what's that?
good.
Yeah, I know you should be over here. This is pretty amazing. I got to tell you, I'm amazing myself right now. This doesn't really always go this well. So let's see, where are we at? Okay, so we're almost good there. Burgers. Oh, that's going to be good. I'm going to give it even a little bit more heat. I'm living on the edge tonight, folks. I'm living on the edge. I'm kicking this up almost to super duper high. There's actually a setting on here that says super duper high. That's where it is right now, and that's where it's going to stay. Okay, so what we're going to put on this burger is we're going to do some Thousand Island dressing. Now you can tell this is homemade because you can't buy dressing in a mason jar. Okay, so this is homemade. Recipe is at realfood.com. Check that out. Very simple to do, and it tastes gosh darn good too. So, what would someone use to put Thousand Island on a, oh, here, I'll just use this. No, I got it. I thought I brought a spoon up. That's okay. So we have the Thousand on here. And, you know, you can do the lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. You can, you know, we all know how to make a burger, right? I'm not going to tell you what to put on it. But for argument's sake, right now, we're just going to do the Thousand Island.
I love the way you slop it on.
Yeah. It's not a perfect science. Okay, so we're going to close that up. Okay, the French fries look like they're done. So let's, are not done, then you get put back down in. So let's go, here we go. Back in there again, sizzling up. That's going to be the last time they're going to go down there again. The burger looks like it's ready to be flipped. Oh, man. Oh, I don't even know if you can see that. So you can see how it's just seared on the outside. Okay? So we're going to sear the other side. There's one of the, oh, where's the avocado? Did I leave that in the house? You gotta have a burger, California. You gotta have an avocado. Should be on the counter there.
No.
No?
No.
Where the hell is that?
Oh, it's right there.
Where?
Oh, there it is.
Avocado. Okay. I thought I was buying a large. I bought a small one, and I went to pay for it, and evidently I went to the self-serve, and I put in the wrong number, so this is like avocado cost me $1. So all I can say is it better be good. Probably in another 3 or 4 months, we have a tree right over here. We pull them off like candy, and they're going to be. Did I just pick these up? I'm supposed to be down. Why did I pick them up? You stay. Okay. I think they just came up by themselves. Okay, so we're going to take the avocado. Look at that. That looks okay, right? The best 99 cents I ever spent. Okay, so let's cut this in half. Since we only have one camera shot, I don't know how much you can really see close up, but okay, they're done now. Give them a shake. Okay, burger's close. Avocado. So
Oh, it smells so good.
after you cut the avo, just make it in little chunks like that. Where's the top is right here, so let's put that on there like that. Okay, we got our mushrooms just sitting there. The mushrooms are going, me, pick me. Okay, and so we're going to do that. We're going to put the mushrooms on, and so there you go. So that's the avocados that were on there. Let's see how we're doing on here.
Smells good.
I don't really want to push it down and squeeze the juice out of it.
No, you don't want to do that.
So I'm not going to do that.
No,
I just want
you don't want to do that.
I know. Let me just see if it's done.
It's done.
Enough about medium rare. So let's just go for it. Okay, so we're going to put on some Swiss cheese, shredded Swiss cheese. Katrina spent all day doing this right here. Just this amount. That's what she did that all day. Okay. So we're going to just put this on here. Just cover it. Okay. Now here's the important part. You've got to cover that because it's not a complete lid, but it's it does let. But just put a little water in. So what that does, that's going to melt that, right? So now, what do we got? We have our French fries. You know what I should have done? I was going to do it and I forgot. Damn things are greasy as hell. Okay, so no digging. There you go. So they're good. French fries are good. Salt. Salt is right here. We can have a party over here. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So here we go. So there's the French fries. Chili. There's something to get the chili out with. How about a spoon? That's always good. So let's take our chili out here. Cover that up. Like that. Here we go. Chili right on the fries. Oh, dear God. Did I just die and go to heaven? So there's the chili fries with some cheddar cheese. Look at that. Oh, man. You can go for it, buddy. Okay, so that's done. Looks like the burger's done. Turn everything off. The main thing you want to do is you want to turn everything off. Let's take the burger. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just stand here and let's look at it. That's the best, most beautiful burger in the whole world. It's the best one. Okay, so now we're going to put the mushrooms on there. Like that. Okay. God, I wish I had a picture of this. That's good. Okay, plug that. Let everyone see this. So there you go. Mushroom burger. Here, hold on. Mushroom burger. I don't know if you can see this up close. Mushroom burger. I don't even know if that's in the camera shot. Avocado Thousand Island. Mushroom burger with Swiss cheese. Chili fries. Put some onions on those too. Chopped onions would be a nice accompaniment to that. Okay, so there you go. I guess you want to try this? Boy, oh boy, okay. You want me to cut it in half?
Yes.
Okay. So Katrina's going to taste this now. And she's already been instructed to even say if it sucked, that it tasted good. Okay? Katrina's kind of shy. There you go.
Ready?
Right, dig in.
Oh, wow. That looks so good.
Oh my God, look at how juicy it is. How is it?
Oh, my God.
Huh?
Look.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Does that have flavor? Let me see.
Really good, Tom.
Wow. Oh man. You can taste the bacon. You taste the bacon? Taste the bacon.
Really good.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll have to go so we can eat dinner.
Well, that was good. So anyway, what did we learn tonight? Well, we learned that during the pandemic, Tom really has nothing else to do with his life but stay, go in his backyard and cook for people on Facebook. So let's get that out of the way first of all, okay? It's a sad, sad, lonely life, folks, but I've been cooking since I was 14 years old. I've always done it. I enjoy it. So this is just one other way to keep going. So I have to eat every day. So either Katrina or myself, we cook. And so I'm always in the kitchen. So I'll try to do more of these. Hopefully you guys like them. Check out the recipes on realfood.com. If you like any of our YouTube stuff, I'll like that.
Lindsay says it looks amazing. And Easy says, I want to taste the bacon.
I bet he does. So I think that's it. Let me go. Where's the dog? Let me bring Dugan in here. Because I promised a special appearance by the dog. Because everybody loves Dugan. Come here, Dugan. Come here. Where are you at? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's hiding under the table. If you could grab him, Katrina, that'd be great. So we're going to put this over here for our crew. There he is. So, oh boy. So,
yay.
So Dugan's been a part of our life now for 15 years. He's going to be 16 years old next month. And he's a hell of a dog, okay? And he's still got a lot of energy. So he got a lot of energy. He just likes pretty much doing what he's doing right now. He doesn't like being held anymore, but he really does love me. You love me, right? Yeah, so you can tell. You can just feel the love. So this is Dugan, and he's probably going to go poo now. You know, he does that. He squirms around and he goes poo. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So the plan for this is to hopefully, you know, do more shows, obviously. Have some guests come down, maybe some of my comedy friends, because we all like to eat and hang out. So we may go that route. Maybe even get a small studio audience in here, obviously sitting 6 feet apart. But we're hopeful that this doesn't last forever, okay? So no matter where you are in the world, or in the United States, wherever you are, we're all kind of dealing through this. So hang in there, and when comedy and all these live events, go out and support your live comedy clubs for sure. And keep watching these. I'll put posts on there, let you guys know when the next one is. Maybe we'll do it on every Sunday. So I don't know, I think that's it. But I'm going to eat some of those chili fries, and maybe some Katrina's shy. Some tapatio or some Cholula would be great on there too. So anyway, I think that's it. So we'll be spending the next probably half hour, 45 minutes cleaning up this mess. And that's going to be it. So anyway, thanks so much for you guys for hanging out. As long as you did. I don't even know how long we did. I'm going to, 45 minutes? Holy crap. That's a long time. So a special thank you to our neighbors, Dara and Paul, for the...
Diane's watching.
What's that?
And Diane is watching.
Aunt Diane's here too. Nice that she showed up for the last 2 minutes of the show. Thank you, Diane. We appreciate that. I was just talking about these great grapefruits we got from our next door neighbors, Dara and Paul. Anyway, that's all. If you guys have a recipe or something that you want to see me kind of mess up or at least attempt to cook, text that to me, email it to me, whatever you want to do. I'll see if we can do it on the show. So that's it. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Okay, I got a big day tomorrow. I got to get up and watch TV. So hang in there, guys. Nice seeing everyone. Thanks so much for hanging around, and we'll see you until next time. Whoa, almost burned myself. Anyway, bye, guys.